Hello everybody. If you've watched any of my previous fishing videos where I go fishing with Curtis, you know that we always have an adventure and things always happen.
As a result of our adventures, Ray is going to show you how to repair rod tips today.
So what I have here is a couple of fishing rod tips that Curtis uses for salmon and steelhead fishing. And when we say that things always happen, well, in this case, the rod tips actually just snapped off for, we'll just say, for various reasons. Things always happen.
They may have been defective, Ray.
That's possible too.
There was some defect involved.
Yeah. Good. So all we got to do is put a new tip on it. And then this particular one, the tip is just loose. You can see it just kind of spins around. So what we're going to do is I got a couple rod tip repair kits. This particular package I got from Walmart, and it came with 3 rod tips and a little piece of glue. The tips that came with it, one of them would actually work on this rod, but unfortunately it was a little looser than I prefer to have, so I'm going to go ahead and use one of them that I got from the Amazon kit. The one from the Amazon kit, there's a whole bunch of different sizes, so I was able to find one that is the perfect size for this particular rod. All right, so one of the things you want to do before you actually go and heat the glue and everything, you want to prep the rod tip. Most rods have some kind of coating on it and stuff, and it's a little slick. The glue will stick a little better if you roughen it up just a little bit. So if you get a little piece of, sandpaper, real fine grit, just something to scratch it just lightly. You don't want to scratch the rod blank itself. I'm talking about just a coating on it, just to rough it just a little bit. Okay, so let's get started. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to heat this little glue up. You're going to need a lighter to do it, and this glue, when you heat it up, it starts to melt, and all you need to do is just get a little bit of it on there, and while it's hot, we're going to go and push it onto this rod tip, and then get it seated, move it around, get it in the right place a little bit. If it starts to harden up before you get it seated correctly, all you got to do is just real lightly heat it up, and you'll be able to adjust it again. Now, little warning here, you don't want to sit there and heat it up too much, because if you do that, then you can actually damage the rod. So it only takes a few seconds, and this glue melts real quick. So all right, glue's hot. Get a little bit of the glue on there. Heat it up just a little bit again. Okay, so when you get the glue, little bit, get it started right on the tip, and then you pushed it in, and then you just go and heat it again real quick so it's loose. See how it's spinning? And then as it starts to cool, it starts to harden. So you get it set right where you want it. And then you let go and let it cool, and it's going to get hard. This one here, it was just loose. So we'll go ahead and take it off and put a little bit glue back on it. So heat it up. Boom, it comes right off real easy. Okay, so I got a little bit right on the tip. I'm going to just flash the heat on the rod tip where the glue is here, and also on the tip, and I'm going to push it on. You're getting a little bit that extra that pushes out, and before it cools down too much, it's not hot. Take it off. And now it's almost I'll say the texture of like a rubber knife handle at this point when it's cooled. So this has cooled down already, and it doesn't rotate at all. It's on there solid. So I'm gonna hand this to you, Curtis, and you can check it out to see if give it your quality check.
Well, I'm glad we did this outside so we didn't have an adventure of getting glue all over the furniture in the house. Wow, that looks pretty great.
Yeah.
I can have some more adventure with you and damage it again.
Yep. Okay, so that one's good to go. Go ahead and set that down, Curtis. And let's not let things happen to that one yet. Okay, this one, I have it on there, but it's a little loose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just heat it just a little bit real quick and get it seated a little better. And then when it cools, see if it's seats well. If it doesn't, then I'm going to have to take it back off and put a little bit more glue on it. You don't want to put too much, because if you put too much glue, what will happen is you won't be able to get this on at all. I've encountered that before. So notice I only did put the lighter heat to it for like 2 seconds. You do much more than that and it's gonna actually start damaging the rod. So there was enough left where I could still seat the rod tip itself. If you wanted to, you could go ahead and take this one off, and this next one will probably be fine. It's spaced out just fine, but in order to do that, you would have to go and remove the coating off of it and take all the threads off and stuff, and it'll work just fine as it is. All right, let's test it. Nope, it's a little loose, so I'm gonna have to put a little bit more glue on this. So in order to do that, I'm gonna have to take this back off. Boom, comes right off. Put a little bit more glue on the tip so it goes in. Okay. I'm going to heat these together again. And hopefully it'll hold this time, because I got a lot more glue on there. Oh, I can already tell it's hardening. It's solid already. So, you know, I planned it for that to happen, so I can actually show you what to do. All right, everybody. I hope this is helpful. This is a good way to save some money, so you don't have to go and just buy another rod if you still have enough of the rod left to be able to put a new tip on it, or pay somebody to do it. You can do this easily yourself. So, all right. Till the next time, fish on. Just keep going like you're doing, and then work our way that way a little bit.
Which way?
The usual spot that way.
Keep it?
Angie said give them all to Curtis.
Hey?
Yeah.
Oh! Oh! Mm. Oh, God. Oh! Oh, man. Right to the barb.
Oh! Don't do that. You're gonna break my rod.